behind the Woobles.
Today, we're seeking a $250,000 investment in exchange for 5% equity in our company.
Wow.
Sharks, we're here to get you hooked.
On crochet.
Our company is the Woobles. We make fun, simple kits that teach you how to crochet. But instead of a boring pot holder, you'll learn how to make adorable characters like
Pierre the penguin and Felix the fox.
Fred the dino and Sebastian the lion. Each kit comes with step-by-step videos that teach complete beginners how to crochet. Our secret? We're not just a crochet company. We see ourselves as an education company too.
We've seen that something magical happens when people learn a new skill. It's about confidence.
So, Sharks, who's ready to wooble with us?
Super cute.
Thank you.
Super cute.
Love it. Congrats to them for figuring out that they have a bigger niche than just crochet, and not just like, oh, and we also do this thing, but the bigger picture is we know how to interact with our customers and teach them something, and teaching is super valuable. So just like you're learning right now, just like I'm learning right now about crochet. I don't know much about crochet, but we're here to learn together, and that's what being super is all about, or just one part of being super. Anyway, it's good to see that they obviously this isn't the live episode of last week. If you haven't checked out my interview, I just did one with Tate from the Pizza Pack, who was the last entrepreneur on the Shark Tank Live last week. It's just an interview, dropped it today. You got to go check it out. I'll link it at the end. So many things for behind the scenes and the differences between being live versus being on there when he was on there in season 12 with the cheese chopper. So yeah, go check that out. It was an awesome time getting to hang out with Tate.
What you have in front of you is both the kit and an example of the wooble that you would make with this kit. And if you open up the pouch, then you'll see our easy peasy yarn. And then most importantly, there's a card inside of the pouch that has a link and a QR code that brings you to our website tutorial our customers will follow to learn how to make that wooble.
What is the age start for this?
So most people will look at our product and think that it's for kids, but most of our customers are actually adults buying it for themselves.
And what do you sell these for, and what do they cost you to make?
Landed, they're $3. We wholesale for $15 and we retail for $30.
Wow.
How do you sell it?
Over 90% of our sales are direct to consumer, straight from our website.
So how did you crochet in the first place?
Before I started the Woobles, I used to lead user experience for Google Classroom. And I spent the bulk of my career as a UX designer working on education products. And I loved my job. I was great at it. I was so great that they made me a manager, and it turns out I sucked at being a manager. And so, to take my mind off of work, I started dabbling in all these other hobbies, and crochet was one of those things. And learning to crochet reminded me that I still have it in me to learn something new, that I could try to become a better manager. That experience of really building back my confidence through crochet is why we started this. I want to share that experience.
Are you still at Google?
All right, so before I find out if she's still at Google, I'm guessing probably not, since they're looking at the valuation, $250,000 for 5%. So I think that lesson that she just said there, look, there's always room to learn more. I just watched Graham Stephan interviewing, or I listened while I was on my morning run, listening to him interview Mr. Beast. And if you're not familiar with Mr. Beast, you totally should check him out. Anyway, it's all like, he actually has a team of people who are just feeding him information so that he can like roll it around in his head and come up with ideas and ways to grow and directions to build out, and I think that's so important, because our creative juices, will get poured out over time, like depleted over time, as Mr. Beast said in the interview, and couldn't agree more. That's why I am always striving to learn more, always looking for another angle, another perspective, looking at different perspectives, trying to empathize with other perspectives, ones that I agree with, ones that I don't agree with, and even ones I agree with, trying to say, well, what's the opposite of that? Always be looking to learn. And clearly Justine, had the right job with the right background to be able to deliver something that, would benefit her more greatly than just what Google or Alphabet would enable her to to be able to provide.
Oh, no. This is a 100%
Is
full-time.
it full-time for both of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's your background?
From a really young age, I've been taught that success means getting good grades, going to a good school, and getting a really high-paying job. And that's exactly what I did. So I became one of the youngest directors on Wall Street. I traded billions of dollars in equities.
Wow.
But I wasn't any happier at the end of it than when I started. And what I began to realize was that I had spent all that time working towards someone else's definition of success. And so I left it all behind to go and try and figure out what my own definition of success is. I knew from a really young age that I really liked helping people. And then when we started thinking about crochet kits, what's really neat about it is that it is that confidence boost. Sometimes as we get older, you kind of stop learning new things. You start saying things like, I'm too old to learn that. And so what brings me joy with these kits is that they're a little confidence boost to remind you that you can always learn something new. So exactly 2 years ago, we started this business. We took $200, we bought some yarn, and we bought a domain name. And since then, we've done $5.3 million.
Wow.
Good for you.
So you know what? It's so true. I think I just saw a quote or something, or maybe it actually was this morning with the Mr. Beast interview with Graham Stephan. Money doesn't lead, money follows, and that is so true. Look, I've been. We had $100 million company, and I wasn't any happier with the money or any of the success, and the people telling us like look at how big of what you have. And sometimes we stand at the top of the mountain and we don't realize until we come off the mountain, turn around oh wow, oh crap, this was actually really big. And I don't know that I'll ever get to scale anything to that level again. But I have the confidence in me to know that I've spent the last 8 years really honing in what I want my life to look like, what I want to accomplish, what I want to leave behind, and what I want to lead, and how I want to lead others. And to me, I just like Justine and Adrian. I implore you to come on the show. Leave a comment down below, and we'll make that happen. I think we would have a great conversation about education, because that's what this channel is all about. So, you have to figure out what makes you happy, and sometimes, we get sidetracked with things, and things can make us happy. The experiences that we can buy with that money, makes us happy. But sometimes we just have to ask ourselves, what is it that we really want? I know that there was a question that a very good friend of mine, posed years and years ago. It's what would you get if you had access to unlimited resources, unlimited money? It didn't matter. Instead of just saying, I'm going to buy the phone, I'm going to buy the iPhone, right? You have unlimited resources, so you could buy every iPhone, every Android phone, and then figure out which one you want from there. One of the things I realized, from a young age was I don't necessarily want that. I like the analytics of going and being analytical with what I buy, what it has intention. I know I have a reputation for returning things, tech, especially tech things. I do buy a lot of tech things, but returning things because I'm very particular about what I want things to do, what I expect them to be able to do. And when they don't meet that need, when they don't fit into my life, rather than holding on to it and putting it on a shelf, I'd rather just return it or eventually sell it. And take that money and funnel it into something else that betters my workflow, betters my life, my productivity, my ability to have relationships and do things, be here with all of you and my family, and be present. And I'm gonna start making some videos about some of that stuff, because I think it's really important as we get further along in our business ventures, that we always remember why are we here? What are we doing? And the things that we're getting and inputting into ourselves, is it really making not just happiness, but improvement upon what we were yesterday. And that's like really what the whole super entrepreneur is about, right? Is not just being the best version of ourselves, but enabling others to be the best, the super version of themselves as well. And leading by example, etc. So yeah, I applaud both of them are awesome, and I would be absolutely blown away if they don't get a deal here.
What? That's incredible. What are you
Yeah, so year to date, we've done 3.1 million. And if we assume that we've just stopped growing from this point on out, we'll do $7 million this year.
You're direct to consumer, which means you're doing a lot of online advertising. So tell us what your cost to acquire these revenues are, what your gross margins are, and what your net margins are.
Yeah, so we spend about 20% of our revenue on advertising.
Okay, that's not bad.
It costs us a blended CAC of $16. The average order value is around $57.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow, they order one kit or more than one kit?
So that's about 2 kits.
Then you're making a lot of money.
So 86% gross margin, 32% net margin lifetime, and 38% year to date.
Great margins.
Yes.
So why do you need 250? I mean, you're killing it.
We're here for 3 reasons. We're here for licensing, wholesale, and mentorship. When it comes to licensing, when a customer finishes the kit, the first thing they think is, I need to get another kit. And then they start asking us, where's Baby Yoda? Do you have any Disney characters? Where are the Marvel characters at?
Guys, how did you arrive at your...
Okay, so that's so great that they had an answer. Adrian had an answer for the why are you here, right? Because they had to have known. Both of them seem very, very intelligent. Obviously, they both had amazing careers that a lot of people would like love to have. You know, to have the answers there is so key, because if they fumbled on that question, all of a sudden, not only are they turned off because like, you guys are making a bunch of money, what are you doing here? You know, if Damon was there, he'd be like, you know, him and hawing about why do you need the money? You probably have a bunch of money stored up from your awesome careers, and now you're kicking butt and taking names in the business world. That's so key. And the licensing, you know, I feel like when you have a product like that, and I'm sure Adrian's so right about the look. We did the kit. Now, where's the next thing? Where is those characters? Where's this thing? I actually have a crocheted. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna hit the play button here and grab it while it's playing here. So I'll be right back.
Valuation that you presented.
We know our valuation's very low. It's low
Low?
because it's very low because we are here to make a deal. We can learn so much from this group of people in this room. And the way we see it, we have 2 huge opportunities ahead of us. We haven't even begun to talk about wholesale, but licensing and wholesale, we think can drive this brand to the next level.
You want to go to retail?
We want to go to retail.
Why when you're killing
Because they
it?
have enough margin, yeah.
We've done a test order.
So now we get a little more about what the mission really is. Is the basis or the mechanism for that learning, in your vision, always going to be crochet? Meaning, is the next product that you have coming a non-crochet or some other form?
Yes, the key to our business is the learn to part. What we apply it to can change, but right now we are 100% focused on crochet.
So for the foreseeable future, it's crochet kits.
Exactly, yep.
I like the steal, okay? Because
Hey, you know what? It's not a bad thing to stay in the crochet lane for now. You're killing it. You got people asking for things. You know what path you want to go and to be able to blow it up. I had to grab this off of one of my shelves up here. I know I was saying about not keeping things, but this is made by a friend of mine. I don't know if her Twitter handle's still @OneGoldenSun, but this is a young Carl Fredrickson. So that's what this is from the movie Up, Pixar's Up. So I love crochet. It's awesome. I would love to be able to make my own characters and stuff, but having the video would be awfully helpful. Now, I am curious as to, can I go on YouTube and just find crochet videos? I tend to think I could. But obviously I'm going to have to go and get the pieces. And clearly there's a market for that kind of stuff when we talk about things like HelloFresh and Blue Plate and all that, where, hey, I want to cook, but I don't know what ingredients I have to go get. It's like the whole big process versus just being able to get a box and say, okay, I made the box.
it has something I love called
cash flow. I love cash flow. And so I see it this way. I think I can reduce your costs of acquiring customers by around 8 to 10%. Number two, I can definitely help you with licensing. Been there, done that, with lots and lots of brands. I also think I can help you with some other interesting ideas in the fashion world with this stuff, okay?
The fashion world?
So
This I can't wait to hear. This is a far
Listen,
stretch.
you want to hear the offer or not?
We would love to.
I'll give you the
10%?
$250,000 for 10% equity.
Coming from you, Mr. Wonderful, I expected to hear the word
You know
royalty.
why? You know why? You have cash flow.
Yeah, don't tempt him. Why you gotta poke poke the beast, right? Just poke the bear. Just let it go. Like he didn't say the word royalty. We're all surprised. Yeah, I know you're surprised. Just let it go. Don't poke the bear.
Would it be okay if we just heard if any of the other sharks are interested as
I
well?
would, definitely. I'll give you $300,000 for the same 10%.
There you go.
Thank you.
I love this. I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to go $300,000 for 10%.
Wow. Okay.
I understand all of this. I mean, I've been in this market so much, and I know how to get all the things you talked about, from the licensing to the retail stores. I think you should be everywhere and fast, because you are something that could really take off.
Exactly.
That's our.
So taking off is would be awesome. What's not taking off is the fact that they cut their valuation in half there, and even at $300,000, $3 million valuation, when they're going to do $7 million this year. Which, if I don't know, I guess it was it was filmed this year. So by the end of this year, they're expecting to do $7 million, and now they've aired on Shark Tank this year. So I expect them to go through even probably more than that. Realistically, I think you got to push them. You got to push them higher. They want 10%. You got to get them to like 450. Maybe 400,000. It's going to be tough because deals don't usually get to that level. But I think that you absolutely should try to push it a little bit harder.
Mission. We want to spread the joy and confidence of learning something new.
I'm going to give you $350,000
There you go.
for 10%.
Let's go.
$300,000 for 8%.
Oh.
Okay.
It's 8%. This mentoring is going to be worth it.
Guys, you understand all the offers, right? You got to make a decision.
Kevin's not one to come
Just
down.
hold it a second.
8%? Is she going to come down 8%? She's not getting beat out by Lori, is she?
And for a business.
For 5%. Give you the $350 for 5%.
Oh.
That's how much I believe in your business. You are sitting on a rocket, but you have to let me know right away, because I'm being a fool here, bidding against myself.
Would you consider adding another shark to your offer?
I'll do it with Mark. Come on, Mark, come in with me.
I was 300 for 8. You don't need. I can do this all alone.
We've read your book, and we've seen what you've been able to do. I think that if you would team up with another shark.
What was the amount you gave us?
$350.
The $350 for 6%.
Robert, are you going to do anything here?
Well, I'm trying to get a word in here. I mean, it's hard. I'm just saying, how can I get a piece of this?
You want Robert in it?
Make an offer.
Yes.
Oh.
I'd love to be involved.
So we're going to give you $450 for 6%. The two of us together.
Nasty.
Whoa.
Guys, you understand all the offers, right? You got to make a decision.
Could we take a moment?
Yes.
You can.
Yeah, let's take a moment there. So we got Kevin sitting at his 250 for 10%, which I can't believe Kevin hasn't upped his deal. Mark and Barbara 350 for 6%. Robert Lori for 450,000 for 6%. Crazy. It's crazy that it went from where they wanted 5%, 250,000, all the way we just halved your valuation, and now it's swinging very much in the opposite direction, where it's almost doubling their valuation, and you're getting two sharks out of the deal. Wow, yeah, that's awesome.
You can.
What do you think?
I like the Mark and Barbara deal, but Robert and Lori at 450.
Let's just try. Okay, so each shark offers a lot of different value in different areas. And where we think in the short term that we can really get the most help is with Mark and Lori.
I feel
But
offended.
Barbara, I want to let you know that like you mean so much to me. But for the company, I
Oh,
think.
how sweet. But
Lori,
let
do
me
you want to
tell
work together?
Wait, you're going to abandon me like
It's
that?
over. That's what they want to do. 450,000, 6%. You guys got a deal.
Wow.
Oh, I've had it now.
Yes?
Wow.
150K, 6%.
You guys are great.
That is awesome. We're gonna check out their website here and social media.
God, he threw me under the bus.
You guys are as sharky as we are.
They're very sharky.
Good job, you guys.
Are we skipping?
Sure, yeah. Give it up.
Mark and Lori were our target sharks.
We did not prepare for that scenario at all. And we're just glad it worked out. It was definitely a risky move to try to break up Barbara and Mark and get Lori in there instead. And we're glad that it worked out.
Mark, I brought you into the deal. You didn't even want the deal. I was pushing you for the deal. You were my partner. I never for a moment thought you would throw me under the bus and go with Lori. I really feel like the smart woman.
Robert knew.
Barbara, that's the difference. I knew Lori would throw me under the bus.
Yes, he did. All right, let's check out their website here. Learn to crochet kits for beginners. So $25, $30 for the penguin kit, a shark. One thing that stands out to me here is, and it, maybe not in so much in what you're looking at, but on my screen, these seem really small. I wish there was something for scale that would enable them for you to be able to see it like a little bit. Oh, okay. So it fits inside your hand, I guess, all of them. So there's for scale, a person's hand. Yeah, I mean, looks nice, clean website. Go check out Facebook. Facebook, they got 24,000 followers over there, 103 interactions on the 26th. There's the 8th. It looks like they have a book that they put together, which is pretty awesome to see. And they have been, there was not super posting with regularity, but they're definitely getting some traction there, which is great to see. Pinterest, they got 456 followers. I thought they would have more on Pinterest just because of the nature of the crochet thing. But 58,000 followers over on Instagram. That's where they are buttering the bread. It seems a ton of engagement going on there. They got a YouTube channel, 55,230 subscribers, which is great to see. And they have videos they're posting with some good regularity. They got some views going there. So great to see both of you, Justine, Adrian. I would love to have you come on the show. Just drop a comment down below, like Anum. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. I hope I am. Absolutely love that you don't talk over the video and instead take pauses to react. I know I talked a little bit over this video. I apologize. Not normally how things go, but it's just so exciting to see people doing so well with things that they love. Anyway, I'm appreciative of you making it to the end of this video. I'll see you in one of these two videos over here. Take care and go be super.